All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Tonight, we're going to be talking about nutrition and diabetes. And this is a subject that's near and dear to my heart because I've got lots of family members that have type 1 and type 2 diabetes. And it's not something I necessarily know a lot about. So I'm excited to listen to Dottie and Vanessa tonight share their stories and share their wisdom with us and just help to educate, right? That's what our goal is with Juice Plus is to educate. So we're going to start off with Dottie and she's going to share and give us some wisdom. And then we'll hop over to Vanessa and then I'll wrap us up with a brief slideshow just talking about a few things. And so we'll get started. All right, Dottie, you're up.
Thank you. Welcome. I'm glad to be here. I'm Dottie Bitterly. I actually have type 1 diabetes, type 1.5, technically. Basically, it's an autoimmune disease. You usually hear it as juvenile diabetes, but this is when you get a little older and you get it. It's a whole lot more complicated than that, but that's it in a basket. So I wear an insulin pump and a continuous blood glucose monitor, maybe about 13 years. And how I manage my diabetes is exactly like everybody thinks. Eating healthy, taking your medication, and making sure that you exercise and have a balance of sleep and stress. Not easy at all. It's not easy at all. It sounds easy, but it's not. And anybody with diabetes knows. And so I'm here today to tell you that a life hack for people with diabetes is exactly what I do. I'm very transparent. I consume a shake that is so yummy, usually once to twice a day. And it's the complete. I love chocolate, and that's what this is. And this is what I do every morning. And I use almond milk. Sometimes I use water. Sometimes I use coconut water. Just depends what I'm in the mood for. And I add a lot of vegetables too. Now, it already has a lot of vegetables, so it's very good. It's just an easy hack for me to get me started. It's very high fiber. I eat very, very well. I'm a plant-based person for over 13 years, and I eat very, very well. And this is in alignment and it's, it fits me and it works. It works. I'm very busy. I'm a full-time diabetes educator. I'm an RN for 32 years, and this works for me. And it is so fabulous because of all the fruits and vegetables already in there. Then I add a little more, but the fiber content is huge. It's definitely top 10 by many people that know. It's top 10. It tastes really good, which I think is really important because I'm not going to use something every day that's not. So that is my life hack. It's simple. I do take Juice Plus capsules, and I also take Chewies. Sometimes you want a little something, a little pick me up, and they're little Chewies, and they are in a little nice packet, and I keep them in my purse. So as you know, a lot of healthcare professionals eat really poorly, and I do not. And so I will not take part in all that junk food that's in the break room. But sometimes I would like a little something too, and it's a nice little pick me up. And they're gummies, and it's fruits and vegetables. Has a little bit of tapioca sugar. And the capsules just flood my system with over 30 fruits and vegetables in them. And I use my plant-based omegas, and there is no sugar in them. Those are actually capsules that they took out the water and the sugar. So I don't even have to pump insulin for that. And that's nice because I don't want to have to always do that. And sometimes you do when you eat. So anyway, that's my life hack. I also have a huge interest in relaxation techniques, and that helps with my blood sugars, because anybody that has any kind of heated discussion or a lot of stress in their life, their blood sugars will be high. And that goes for everybody. It's just some people's pancreas works and some people's don't. So good sleep is probably one of my biggest things I fight with. Exercise, I'm good with that. I do it most days. I am really good with that. But it's that sleep that really kind of kicks me. And I think that a lot of people have problems with that. I will wake up with higher sugars when I don't sleep well at night. And most people do, even without diabetes. But anyway, so this program works for me, and I'm a big I'm a big fan because, number one, professionally, I know about diabetes. But when I got diabetes, I needed to go, oof, how's this going to look for me and my plan? And so I needed to go back, and these are life hacks for me. And so living with diabetes, no one's going to come save you. You got to do it yourself. And my philosophy is if I have to do it, you do too, because you don't want to get diabetes. But if you have diabetes, you're going to want to control it. And, we got to lock arms with each other and support each other and help us be the best we can possibly be. Not every day is perfect, and you won't be either, whether you have diabetes or not. But we try to make it as simple as possible when we educate, but also in my own personal life. I do I practice what I preach, but I do what I say, because we're all in this together, and we're just doing the best we can. We have to support each other. But anyway, that's all.
Great. Thanks for sharing those life hacks. And so with diabetes, how much more important is it for getting the rainbow colors, right? We always hear that piece of it. And so I
It's
know
very
that's
important. It's very important. The way I look at it is simple. God put a plum on a tree somewhere for you to be eating it. And honestly, if you go back to your forefathers, just common sense tells you they did not get to indulge in some of these things we indulge in every day. So as more natural as you can get, the better. We do teach eating the rainbow, number one, simply because it makes sense, because a lot of people say, I eat vegetables, and they just eat green beans and corn. And it's like, no, I need some reds, greens, purples, any kind of color that's not on your plate. And we need to frequent that often. If you're able to eat them, you need to eat them. Juice Plus is wonderful, and it is a hack. Like I said, this doesn't take the place of food. It doesn't cure diabetes. So you got to do your part and eat your rainbow. And it's fun too. It's fun. You count the colors on your plate. The better the plate, the bigger the number.
awesome. Thanks, Dottie, for sharing.
Sure.
Okay. Now we're going to have Vanessa share her story and her journey with diabetes.
I just love following Dottie because she's so smart and I feel like a dunce. But so she has all that knowledge. I'm just going to tell you my personal story. And it's interesting how when you start sharing your story, you hear other stories that kind of parallel. And so I'm happy to revisit this and just tell you a little bit. So I have 4 girls, and I had gestational diabetes with 3 of them, and was told that it was just a matter of time before I'd be full blown. And I was in denial. I was an athlete all through college, and I drank Slurpees like nobody's business. And just, I love sugar, all kinds of sugar, but I never got really heavy. So I thought, I'm good. Just completely ignorant to stuff like this. So after I had my last daughter, my blood sugars were out, just sky high. And I, like a year and a half in, I ended up going into DKA, and I had to be hospitalized. And I don't know if you know what your A1C is or where it should be, but below 6 is good. And mine was like 15.5 or something like that. The doctor came in and said, if you were to cut your leg today, we would have to amputate, because that's how bad your body is working right now. And that was very sobering to me. Kind of like Dottie said, like, you realize, I was in my late 30s at the time. I thought, I guess I have to take care of this. Like, I can't go get my Slurpees all the time. So that really changed the course for our family. We started on a plant-based diet, and it was good. I mean, I noticed changes, was introduced to Juice Plus, and, sugars is a big thing. And I was definitely not eating a rainbow of sugars. I was trying to eat the lower sugar count fruits. And so when I went to this meeting, and they said, like, all these fruits and veggies and berries you can take with no sugar, that was very appealing to me, because I know, like Dottie said, that God put that fruit out there for us for a reason. They all serve a purpose for our bodies to operate the way they're supposed to. And I was missing all that. So this was just a gap, a bridge to help me get what I needed. And within 2 weeks, I noticed a change in my fatigue level. I started running again. And this isn't like an infomercial, again, just quoting what Dottie said, this is not a cure. I will be a diabetic for the rest of my life, but I'm not going to be a diabetic that doesn't have her legs and is blind. And I know that's a possibility with a lot of diabetics, and it's a scary place to be. But this has just been one of the things that has helped me be healthier. And not only me, I'm able to share because we get a free set, right, for each adult. And so my husband and I take it, and then 2 of our girls get it for free. And then we get 2 other sets. And my girls are, I mean, I tell my little one who started when she was 1, she's the healthiest. She eats everything, and she takes the chewables, but then she goes and gets my capsules and says, Mom, I'm going to take a green one too. I'm like, oh girl, just eat all you want. It's totally fine, because this is one of the things I do right in raising them. I also do intermittent fasting. That has helped me just feel better, less groggy. The omegas, like she mentioned, also are really important for me. They help my hair start to grow again. Actually, my eyelashes had started growing. I didn't even know that was possible. So just for that benefit alone, it's just amazing. Helps my daughters with their brain fog. I can tell as I homeschool them that there was a shift in them when they started taking them. My husband works in the medical field, and he recommends this to his patients. I don't know. He just came in, so he may want to share something too. But after 5 years, maybe this is almost 6 years of being on them, I tell everybody, because if you find something that works, to not share it just feels wrong. Kids having allergies, kids with picky eaters, moms with husbands who have picky eaters, whatever, you're going to get everything you're supposed to get. And, I haven't done this in a while, but I looked at the back of the bottle today and was just amazed again, because there's no way in one day I'm eating apples, peaches, cranberries, oranges, mangoes, beets, cherries, pineapples. I never could, way too much sugar, prunes, dates, and lemon peel. So, I get that every single day, and that's just the fruit, not even the veggies and the berries. So, I highly recommend this for people who are diabetics. Not to cure you, but definitely to aid you in staying healthy for the rest of your life. Okay, do you want to share? Yeah. Okay. Phil's going to share really quick. Sorry.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Hey, so I was going to say too, I'm not going to go into, because you just heard a really good thing from my wife on what Juice Plus does. But one of the things we don't talk about that often is for the people, just breaking off a little bit, for the people who are on medication and doing different things because tonight's topic is diabetes, right? So for the topic of diabetes, whether it's metformin or Jardiance, whether you're on insulin or Tresiva, or just some of these names you kind of hear around, everyone knows sometimes there's side effects to medications. And we, in the past, have talked about, well, Juice Plus is great because it's a nutraceutical and you don't get the possibility for side effects with fruits and vegetables, which is true. But one thing I don't know I've ever really talked about is a lot of times when we talk about medication, we talk about the side effects of these medicines. The big question is, are your organs up for the battle of these side effects? Is your heart up for the battle? Is your liver up for the battle? Is your kidneys up for the battle in the case these side effects do happen? Because there is no medicine that will tell you that it's going to build your immune system while it does what it does. And that's it. Usually medications have a specific function of what they're going to do. So Juice Plus is great in the sense too, because a lot of times when we're, for people who we're working with that are on different medicines, Juice Plus will support your immune system and the job it's supposed to do, and your cells and the job they're supposed to do, while also helping to prevent possible side effects from medications that some people have to take at certain times. And then the nice thing is, sometimes as people take Juice Plus, they're like, wow, my blood pressure got a lot lower. Wow, my blood sugar got a lot lower. My cholesterol got a lot lower. And then that's a discussion between you and the person who put you on that medicine is this a good time I could maybe dose down or decrease? But that's just something I thought I'd bring up tonight. So.
Isn't he cute?
Thanks for bringing that up. That's definitely true. And sometimes, we put people on medications and the side effects are scarier than what we're battling with the medication. And I'm sure with diabetes, it's the same way. And so That's a very good point. And I appreciate you, Vanessa, for sharing your story and just where this journey has taken you. And Dottie, I appreciate you sharing. And I'm just going to share real quick a brief kind of slideshow that just kind of shares some statistics and some different things. And I'm always kind of a weird numbers person. And so this was eye-opening for me. But these are all the things that can be affected by diabetes. And we know that type 1 and type 2 are slightly different, but they both affect the bodies in lots of ways. And I just realized that a lot of this is in Spanish, but this was the piece I was looking at. And I teach health, and it's brain, eyes, heart, your blood sugar, your kidneys, and your nerves for sure. And so that's when I was talking to my students in health the other day, that's what we were focusing on, was how it can impact each of those areas. But there's 37 million people that have diabetes. That's about 1 in every 10 people in the United States. 1 in every 5 don't necessarily know they have it yet. 96 million American adults, more than 1 in 3 have prediabetes, and more than 8 in 10 adults with prediabetes don't know that they have it yet. Those are alarming statistics when we think about the population, and you're thinking about every 8 in 10 people are on that road to becoming diabetic. And it costs us about $327 billion in medical costs and lost work and wages for people that become diagnosed with diabetes. Medical costs for people with diabetes are more than twice as high for people without diabetes. So that's really alarming as well. And of course, more risks. You got blindness, kidney failure, heart disease, stroke, and loss of your toes, feet, or legs, as Vanessa said. So the American Diabetes Association just said some food for thought and some key takeaways for their net nutritional consensus report. There's really no diabetes diet for sure, but we know that those fruits and veggies are definitely going to help in lots of areas in your body, and to keep things just kind of regenerating and doing what they're supposed to do and helping kind of fill those gaps. You have a lot of choices in what you can eat and what you can't eat, right? And it's all about moderation a lot of the times. And as long as you're willing to do the work to watch things and make sure that things aren't spiking one way or the other, then it's probably going to balance out at some point. Macronutrients may vary by person. This is still an area that I'm not really necessarily familiar with. And Feather and I had a pretty good conversation last month about micros and macros, and it's not something that a lot of people understand. So definitely an area that we could maybe talk more about and educate more about. And then carbs are not a one size fits all. So carbs are going to impact each person differently, and especially those with diabetes. So why do we choose Juice Plus for our families and for ourselves? It's an essential capsule that is going to give us over 30 different fruits and vegetables in capsule form or chewable form. And these are just some of the things that we get from each capsule. Our fruit blend is going to give us acerola cherries, orange, apple, peach, lemon peel, pineapple, cranberry, beets, dates, mangoes, prunes. You can see that with the veggie capsule, we're getting that rainbow. There's reds and yellows and greens and orange. With the purple, we're getting that immune support through blueberries, bilberries, black currants, grapes, pomegranates, and some others. And then our omega blend, we've got the different, we cover omegas 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and it's got all that's derived from plant-based and different plant oils, which is fantastic. No fishy taste, right? My kids will take it because it tastes more like kind of an orange sickle with that vanilla orange taste rather than fish. So some benefits of the blends: fruits and veggie blend are bioavailable. They provide better digestion and keep our bodies detox. They give us a natural boost of energy and help to lower cholesterol. They strengthen our immune system and provide lower oxidative stress on our body, healthier bones and joints and better circulation, a healthier heart and improved memory. Our berry blend is going to help boost our immune system. They're high in antioxidants, and they help protect our heart and boost our metabolism. They're going to improve hair and nail growth. As Vanessa said, her eyelashes were growing longer. I look at my boys and think that, eyelashes were wasted on boys. We women pay a lot to have really pretty eyelashes. So this has been a great thing for me because mine have actually grown too. So positive impact on our skin health. It aids in the digestive system, boosts our energy levels, and gives us healthier teeth and gums. And then our omegas can kind of help decrease anxiety and ADHD and ADD symptoms, can help decrease our cholesterol and our mood swings, help our hair grow and healthier skin, improve memory problems, improve vision, which is an area that can be impacted by diabetes, can help reduce the inflammation in our body, which is also one of those things that follow along with diabetes, can help regulate our blood sugar, support babies' brain and eye development, and support cardiac longevity. So why do we choose Juice Plus, and how does it directly impact diabetics? So that oxidative stress, it repairs DNA damage, it builds the T cell count. The T cell count also impacts wound healing, and diabetics definitely have a hard time with healing. As Vanessa said, they would have had to amputate her leg because her body was working that hard and not working that hard, right? Diabetics are prone to gum disease. Juice Plus has 2 reduction studies, and we know that chronic periodontal gum disease is a preceptor factor in over 20 different diseases. And a lot of the times our gum health is tied directly to our heart health. It reduces 3 markers of inflammation. Diabetes already means that your entire body is inflamed from head to foot, and they're prone to everything else. And Juice Plus is shown to improve circulation, known that from the Journal of American College of Cardiology. And Juice Plus keeps the blood vessels open and pliable, keeping our circulation going. We know that diabetics tend to have problems with circulation, and especially in their feet. So that's very important. We don't eat enough fruits and vegetables. We know that you're supposed to get 7 to 13 fist-sized servings in a variety of colors. As I asked Dottie, the rainbow effect, I know before I took Juice Plus, like she said, corns and green beans were kind of the staple in our house, and it was yellows and greens, and that's about it. My boys do like spinach, so we would eat some spinach, but it was, again, just the yellows and the greens. There wasn't a lot of reds and purples and yellows and oranges going on. And so we definitely need all of the colors. Now, why do we say Juice Plus over a multivitamin? Juice Plus has no warning label. It actually contains a nutrition label. It's whole food phytonutrients. It's completely safe for babies, children, and nursing mothers. It's non-GMO and bioavailable. It's completely raw and never heated, and it's NSF certified, which is better than an organic rating, and it's wheat and gluten-free. Multivitamins often carry a warning label and a supplement label, of course. They're isolated supplements. They're not safe for babies, children, or nursing mothers often. They have a poison control number on them. That's pretty scary when you're feeding that to your children, let alone feeding it to yourself. GMOs may be present. They're non-bioavailable. They're often highly heated to compress the tablets. That denatures and changes the supplement itself. They're not NSF certified, so there might be ingredients present that they don't have to list on the label, and they may contain wheat and gluten. And then we compare them, the leading brand of children's vegetable, with our Juice Plus chews. And if you look at these, the artificial colors and dyes are very alarming that are contained within a children's vitamin. And they have the warning label of accidental opening ear-sticks and keep out of reach of children. So if we look at our clinical research, there's over 40 independent peer-reviewed scientific publications that Juice Plus has gone through. And these are conducted by leading universities and hospitals around the world, including MD Anderson, and some of those better named Yale and some of those other colleges. It's bioavailable. It supports immune function. They provide antioxidants. They support dental health, cardiovascular health, and lung function, metabolic health. So this is why thousands of leading professionals use Juice Plus and essentials in their own homes, and they recommend them to their patients and colleagues. They're backed by scientific medical research studies. And I'll kind of skip through that because that's a lot of medical jargon, that big words I don't want to have to go through. Bless Feather's heart, she's done it for a couple weeks in a row, and I'm taking the easy route out. So we also have our family health study, and Vanessa mentioned that kids can get it free. And so what happens when we give Juice Plus to our kids? We found that 60% were missing fewer days of school, 71% were consuming less fast food and soft drinks, 66% were visiting the doctor less, 71% were drinking more water. I know as a health teacher, I often ask my kids, how much water do you drink in a day? And I always just have to like, gasp because these kids don't like the taste of water. I'm like, there's no taste of water, but you know, they if we give them Juice Plus, they really start craving water more. 56% were taking fewer over-the-counter and prescription drugs, and 61% were eating more fruits and veggies. When we put these into our bodies, we actually start to crave them more, which is fantastic. And so Dottie brought up our Complete. And why do we like our Complete shakes? Well, they're certified non-GMO, they're vegan and gluten-free, non-dairy, and they're low glycemic, which is great for our diabetics. They're certified kosher, certified for quality and safety by the NSF, and a great source of protein and fiber. Our vanilla and our chocolate has 13 grams of protein. We also have another Perform shake, which I'll talk about in a little bit, which has 25 grams of protein. And so they're just a great way to kind of bridge the nutritional gap, especially on the go. I'm like Dottie, I drink them for breakfast. That's kind of how I start my day. And it definitely, you can tell a difference when you start your day with some kind of breakfast, and especially these ones. I just have more energy throughout the day. I get less fatigued in the afternoon, and it's just a definite feel good moment when I have this for breakfast. Our Perform shake that I mentioned is whole food based ingredients, vegan, gluten-free, made with no GMOs, certified for quality and safety, just like our others. It's naturally occurring B vitamins from guava, mango, and lemon, naturally occurring vitamin C and vitamin D, has beetroot and tart cherry to aid in muscle recovery, and only 6 grams of sugar per serving. And these are naturally sourced sugars and only 150 calories per serving. I'm currently coaching our track team, and I have 2 boys that just got done with basketball and rolled right into track. And this has been a great recovery for us after those strenuous activities. So just a good, feel good for your body. There's other options to get Juice Plus. You can join our business and join our family for only $52 a year. There's no sales quota, no minimum monthly cost, no delivery of product, and no collecting money. And you don't have to keep a lot of product to show other customers or to sell out of. It's all done over the website. Of course, I like to share, and so I have extras all the time that I can share with people, because sometimes you just need to taste something before you commit. So we just like to inspire healthy living and educate people about the value of nutrition and how it impacts our bodies. And that's really what we're doing with Juice Plus. So are you ready to see what good health can look like for you? If you are, you want to get with the person who invited you or who shared this call with you, and ask them questions, start a conversation. That's all we really want to do, is just start a conversation and share some good news with you and some great information. And we appreciate Dottie and Vanessa and Phil for sharing with us, and willing to educate with their knowledge and their experiences. And that's all we can ask for. So does anybody have anything else they want to add? All right, then I hope you guys have a great evening, and I hope you learned something from this call. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Amanda. Bye.